Lord. More Ezra. So looking forward to coming down to or coming up to spend the holidays. I would encourage anybody that is online to come in person, to experience uh, the fellowship and just the camaraderie that exists within our fellowship. So we just dogs are singing. Um, so this Torah portion of Hashem is uh, giving his warnings, right? It's right after Yom Kippur. So we spent a day uh, um, thinking about ways to improve on ourselves. So, was it several years ago I came uh, across the El Het and the Vidui prayers as far as the song, ay, 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 ay. And then, so it was hard for me to transition. Like for instance, if I put in my head, uh, like I walked up to my wife and I said, dear wife, I just want you to know I'm so sorry. And I'm so sorry for this specifically. And I started going, yeah, 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 yeah. And I said, because, I did this wrong. Yeah, 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 yeah. And so where's the disconnect? And so I heard Y. Jacobson, he was saying, look, by the time that Yom Kippur comes around, um, we should have gotten past the place where we were uh, in kind of a fear mode, right? We're in a place of where we're in a relationship mode, and we're saying, yes, I did sin, but I'm so thankful that I'm forgiven, right? So I just wanted to also let everybody, let us know that we have to also think about Hashem as an actual being. It's hard to understand what Hashem is. He's not a man, not a woman. He's not anything that we can really put our mind on. So we get these word pictures that are in the Torah. Okay. Um, so on Shabbat, our family, we have a tradition. One of the prayers that we say, one of the prayers that we read is a prayer called Rabbon Kol Ha-Olamim. And it basically says king who is a bunch of descriptions. King who is mighty, king who is blessed, king who is long suffering. And it gives a bunch of descriptions for Hashem. And one of them is a king who is pure yet ruddy. Okay. So what is this description? So I'm always like, what does that mean? He's red, what does that mean? So there's an idea that Hashem, yet he's the highest of the high. But at the same time, so this idea of ruddiness, there's description of David being ruddy, right? And ruddiness also Noah, not Noah, Adam was categorized by ruddiness. And there's this idea that when we work, you see it in our face. We become flush, or our hair becomes red or dirty, or so there's this idea that Hashem, yes, he's the highest of the high, but yet he'll come down to us and get in the dirt with us. He'll get into the minutia of our life because he's interested in us. He's our father, right? And he's not so high um, that he can't get dirty with us. So there's this idea sometimes I know from the Christian religion that I came from. It's almost like God was kind of like an infant that he couldn't handle certain things. He couldn't handle certain subjects. Oh, these are taboo, even for God. We don't talk about that. Um, there's this idea that there is a separation between the mundane or the casual and the holy, right? And one of the things that we should be striving for in Judaism is to bridge those everything, right? We bridge the way we eat, the way we put on our clothes, the way we talk to people, the way we carry about our business, the way we dress ourselves, the way we cut our hair, the way that we interact with other people. These are all holy acts. There's nothing necessarily mundane, right? And Hashem is like, okay, you want to listen to this song? Okay, listen to the song. Okay, but after you listen to the song, how is it? How does it feel? I'm not going to go and abandon you because X, Y, Z. Now, if you're a complete and utter wickedness, Hashem is like going to be like, hey, listen, knock that off. He does leave us in those situations, but for the most part, his presence remains with us, and he is willing to get dirty. Okay, so this week he's saying, look, even though I know that you're going to leave me, but I will come down and do the work with you. And so we just have to remember that just we had Yom Kippur just a few days ago, and I'm sure that we've already fallen. But you know what? That's not a big thing for Hashem. Okay, we're given three times a day to pray, and each of those times of prayer there is discussion of teshuvah. So it's like Hashem is not. It's not like He says, "Oh, you need to go over there and beat yourself with a wet noodle or whatever." You just go away and don't ever come back to me. He's like, "Okay, you sinned, and bring your sin and let's deal with it because I want you to be with me." So um, we have a God that is proactive, and He is in our midst, and He gets down and gets dirty with us. And it's because He is merciful, He is mighty, and Baruch Hashem. Shabbat Shalom.